Yes. What's going on? What's good? Another week in the man cave, as you know. I'm your host, Cal Williams, and of course, I'm always joined by my big bro,
What's happening?
DJ Favor.
What's happening? What's going on?
See Favor coming with the music as always, breaking the hit. See that, right? See
Gotta give him something new. Gotta give him something new. Hey.
I ain't mad at you, man. I ain't mad at you, bro. This is what we doing, man. This is the second show of the year, and I can't say thus far it's been a great year. I mean, it's only been a hot second, but listen, I'm claiming it, man. It's gonna
be so far so good, yeah.
Right, and we're gonna continue to have that great year. You already know. So, Favor, what's good, man? Tell us about your week. How was your week?
My week been pretty good. I ain't got no complaints right now. So
okay.
First few days, the kids was out of school.
Yeah, they were.
COVID precautions. We had a breakout in our school.
Ouch! Yeah.
So they did testing, which was free for the community at the school.
Okay.
And they decided that the employees should get tested. So a lot of employees went and got tested. The kids came back to the school. The community came out.
Of course.
It came out that 3 employees had COVID. They weren't aware of it. They had no idea.
It's going around.
There were about, I want to say 4 to 5 students that had COVID.
Yeah.
Again, didn't know, didn't have at the time, they didn't have any of the symptoms.
Right.
They didn't know anything about it. Had one of the people, my coworkers, contracted. I know her through church, and actually, some years ago, I used to talk to her daughter. This is a while ago.
Okay.
A long time ago. Well, not her daughter, her niece. I'm sorry, her niece.
This was ex-auntie-in-law.
Yeah. So it was like, oh shoot, what? When they told me, I just saw that she wasn't at work for a few days.
Right.
Is she good? She all right? It was like, she she got COVID, they tested, and I'm like, oh man. So immediately, my background, prayer, man, had to start praying, hitting people up like, yo, doc. Yeah, man, because it's a lot of people that didn't know it, came down with it, they ain't here right now. Yeah. And so even family members or whatever. So I was like, man, this is crazy. Oh, wow. So next thing I know, I talked to her niece, and she was like, she's doing better.
That's good.
They're giving her the medicine, this and that and this. I was like, all right, let her know we praying.
Oh, yeah.
And yesterday was our first day back.
Okay.
I saw her yesterday, and I was like, "Oh man, how you doing? Hey, see you I'm glad everything's all right." She's like, "Yeah," but now, because you know how we are, dog. With this kind of thing, you gotta wear masks, and you need to stay away from certain. You need to do this, and we don't be listening to that stuff, man. We our people just don't, man. And so now they've got serious. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Listen, since day one, when all this started, man,
that's how I've been.
I was masked up.
I ain't saying all of us, but
listen,
what I mean.
I wore that shit faithfully, man. I was masked up. I was gloved. I wasn't playing, man. Because my line of work. It got hit hard.
Yeah,
we got hit super hard. Like I'm talking about like a bomb, nuclear bomb, just like it just got real crazy, like in my line of work. So I had no choice but to take it serious because I'm seeing it firsthand.
Facts.
And quickly. You know what I mean? So I jumped right in it. Like, listen, we got to protect ourselves. My family, start taking my remedies, like everything. Like it wasn't a game. Like
it's a necessity.
And yeah, they're like yourself. I had loved ones, back home that I lost. That was really messed up from it. So, I'm on the front line. You know what I mean? Right. So I can't afford to take no shortcuts because I'm on the front line. So I had to, and I mean, we definitely, before we start the show, we just want to say definitely our prayers and our blessings is for everybody dealing with this pandemic going on, because we all dealing with it. So
we that lost loved ones and friends.
Our man cave, we prayers and blessings for y'all. We stay strong. We gonna get through this.
I think it touched me for real. Recently, I lost. What could I call him? He's an uncle through marriage.
Okay.
On my mom's side of the family.
Okay.
And that one hit hard, bro. That one, it's like you lose people and everything, and to know my aunt, it was like, wait, what?
Right.
It was like, yo, you just need to start praying. When they found out, I said, oh man, this is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
But to everybody that's dealing with this, man, I'm praying for you. I'm hoping everything goes well. Y'all, these precautions are out here for a reason, Doc.
Yeah, don't take it. Don't take it
like out here for a reason.
Definitely do what we got to do.
Yeah. Because, like I said, the school I work in, the community I'm in, it's, I don't know. Kids will be kids, though. Now, I don't know about other school systems and all this kind of stuff, but the kids don't want to wear these masks. They feel like it's an invasion of their privacy, or so to say.
Wow.
So it's mandatory. Now, I don't know if this is everywhere, but it is mandatory for them to come in the building with a mask on. So I would say between the two stations that we have in the back and the one that we have in the front, we probably give out 500-600 masks a day, because they and they good masks. They just don't want to wear them or keep them on. So they have to have another mask when they come into the school. By lunchtime, they gone again.
But you know what is going to happen? I mean, like, honestly, to get kids used to this and everything we going through, is going to happen. The kids is going to be the hardest to get to where they're on a constant basis, to accept this new norm. I mean, so it's going to happen or whatever. But hopefully, like I said, we all going to get through this, and we're going, we're going to rise above it. We just got to stick to the protocol and, the safety precautions and stuff. Everybody take it as serious as it is.
Please do.
This will be in our rear view, I mean, as long as we continue to do what we need to do.
And it's taking out our elders, bro.
Yeah. And
it's attacking our elders. So, yeah,
we're definitely going to do it. But let's get into tonight's
show. Yeah, let's go.
Let's bring a little light to the situation. And tonight's show, for everybody just tuning in, the topic of tonight's show is, when it's not reciprocated, it must be eliminated. I'm gonna say that again for those who it flew over. Some people just might have flew over.
Yeah, they missed it.
I'm gonna repeat that again. When it's not reciprocated, it must be eliminated. That's what we're talking about tonight on TDR Man Cave, on the Man Cave. If you caught last week's show, which was the first show of the year, we spoke about eliminating the mindset of being a side chick. And it was a great show. Got a lot of good feedback on that. So we're going to continue with that energy. And like I said, tonight's show, When it's not reciprocated, it must be eliminated. It's just that simple, you know. So let's start off with DJ Favor. DJ Favor, do you have any? Have you ever been in that type of situation? Or you got any, anything you want to share? Jumping on to the topic, because I feel the energy when I was saying the topic. I seen your face. I'm like, that man got something to share.
I mean,
go ahead, partner. Go ahead. Come on, take your time.
I've been in situations where you give 100%, and that other person don't even want to give 25.
Okay,
I've been there.
Speak on it.
To where, in the beginning, I think when I was younger, I let it ride. Because you just want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Back in the day, when you get older and you mature.
Yes, you do.
And you're in a place of, I don't want to say give or take, but it's kind of, that's where you at. It's kind of like you're looking at, yo, I'm just giving and giving and giving. And this other person ain't giving nothing.
Right.
I ain't with it. And I'm going to be honest with you.
Speak on it.
You, Tone and Fresh, been coming at me lately about me being without and being back. And you can let them know I said this.
Let them know. Let them know. Speak on it.
This is the reason why. This is part of the reason why.
Okay.
There's I tell women all the time, stop giving your all when you don't get it back. It can't be reciprocated.
Okay.
And I never take my own advice.
Why is that? Why is it that it's easier for you? I'm not gonna make no assumptions. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Why is it? You can give you.
I think.
Hold on. I witnessed you give great advice to others. But why is it so hard for you to take your own advice when it comes to the matters of your own heart?
One, I'm my biggest proponent, or the biggest to knock myself in the head over stuff.
So you're your biggest critic.
At the same time, I overlook certain things.
Okay.
Because I've seen in previous relationships or situationships, ain't that what they call situationships?
Yes, sir.
What happened and the outcome of doing certain things. Okay. And so for a minute, I stepped away. I'm like, yo, you know what? After this last relationship, I look back at everything that went on, everything that happened.
Okay.
And was like, what you just said earlier. I looked over a whole lot of stuff. I just let it go. Why? Why is this?
That's the question.
Somebody said,
okay.
And I'll tell you another conversation that I heard. Somebody said sometimes you let stuff go because of the fact you want to be there in the moment and you just deal with certain things. You just let it go. Just let it ride. That's what we call it in the street. I'm going to let it ride.
Let it ride.
Right. Come on, let go.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you my evaluation of you. I'm going to tell you what I think. And you let me know if I'm right or wrong. But knowing you now, we known each other, Gator, for about 8 years.
Yeah.
We known each other about 8 years. Yeah. About 8 years. We grown to be real good friends. You know that you my bro. You know what I mean? So we talk a lot. You know, we do the show a lot, of course. You know, but we talk outside of the show. We build. You know, we kick it.
Yeah.
This is what I get. I get that you're a good man. You got a good heart. But too many times you feel that you can change someone. Too many times you feel that you can change the situation by just continuing to be who you are that person is gonna eventually
do the same thing.
Gonna eventually change. They're gonna eventually get it. They're gonna eventually be what I know they can be. You see the good in people, but by you always looking for the good in people,
I don't see the bad.
No, not that. By you always seeing the good in people and wanting to see the good in people, you tend to push the negatives about them to the side. You tend to ignore it. You see it, but you like, okay, well, that's.
I think you're right,
because I can help them with that because I've been there. I could get them on my level. You know, oh, that's you minimize their.
I give people chances.
Give them too much of a chance to the point now they're looking at it as, well, he see my negatives and he's still here and he's still helping me and I'm showing who I am. So then eventually that turns into them taking advantage. That turns into them thinking that things are supposed to be a certain way when it in all reality it really shouldn't. Instead of changing their negatives, you ignore their negatives and thinking you can help them grow. It allows them to continue in their negative patterns and they become comfortable.
I agree. Now there was a time, let me show you what growth is.
Okay, speak on it.
Because there was a time where I would have heard what you just said and took it as an attack.
No, I remember. Hold on. I remember. Do you remember the earlier shows of the Man Cave? I remember.
Bruh.
You have grown, brother. And I salute you for that. I acknowledge that live on air that you have grown a lot.
I personally saw it myself too.
I see you, King.
Exactly what you just said. I didn't say it to myself.
Yes.
Another reason I pulled myself out the game. Because I need to get myself together, first of all, anyway.
Okay.
That was a reason. Now, I wasn't supposed to be like this for this long. I
get it.
But
it's life.
I've never done that before.
It's life.
I said it before on the breakdown. I give the most awesome advice to others.
Yes.
But when I mirror that junk, it's like, yo, that don't even add up because I'm telling them what to do and I ain't doing.
It's so easy to give advice. It's so easy to give advice, but it's hard to take your own advice.
It's hard. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else that does that feels the same way.
Common. It's very common.
Yeah, like
it's very common.
It's
very common.
I had a face-to-face conversation where somebody actually looked me in my face and said, "Why don't you take your own advice?" And I was like, "What you mean by that?"
And what was your response?
What I just said. What do you mean by that?
You didn't even recognize it.
Oh no, I was thrown. Matter of fact, I took it as offense. And I was like, "What? Hold on. What you mean by that? What do you mean?" And the person told me, they said, you give such great advice on relationships, dating, this and that. She watched breakdown all the time. She said you give the greatest advice, but knowing you in real life, you don't take none of your own advice. And it hit me like a pile of bricks. Like she just punched me in my face just then.
Let me ask you something. Is that person still in your life?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Keep that person in your corner.
That's one of the people.
Is a friend. That's
honestly, that's one of the people that I go to if I need advice.
That's a true friend. That person, I don't even know that person. I never heard this situation, this scenario. But I tell you right now, keep that person in your corner. That person a good friend. Anybody that can keep it 100 with you, keep it real with you, and not try to sugarcoat it or make it something to shield you, like you something that's gonna break. You know, that's a true friend. That's what you have to have, those type of people.
You gotta have it, Doc.
In this world, man, it's a cold world.
Because them the ones that's gonna tighten you up behind the scenes.
Exactly. Those are ones that keep you straight.
And I mean, other people will tighten you up. But you know, with some people, you just like, man, whatever, dog. That person that tighten you up, and they don't do it that often, but when they say something, you be like,
you stop and you listen. It's taken in. Their presence is known. It's taken in. You know, like, listen, I don't need yes men or yes women in my life. I need people that's gonna keep it a buck always.
That part.
Because I'm not a yes man. I've never been a yes man, and I never will. I'm always gonna keep it a buck with you. That's why when people ask me for advice, before I give it, the first thing I say is,
"Are you sure?
Are you sure? Right? Are you
sure? What you want?
Because I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not the same way. I'm not gonna pacify it. I refuse to pacify grown adults.
That part.
I'm not gonna hold your hand. I'm not gonna pacify it. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you real. 100. You know what I mean? So, are you ready to accept it? If not, then ask someone else. But I'm gonna be honest with you. You know,
got to be, man.
You gotta be.
Especially nowadays, back in the day, the dating scene was so easy and simple. It seemed, but the more older you get, more mature.
Ain't nothing in them streets. Ain't nothing in them streets, man. Ain't nothing.
You be looking back and like, man, what the?
Listen. What? Ain't nothing in them streets but drama, unnecessary headache. Ain't nothing in them streets, man. You got somebody good, hold on to it. And
I'm just saying.
It all revolves around our topic tonight. If it's not reciprocated, it must be eliminated. Stop giving people all of your time and all of your positive energy and all of your love and giving them your all, period. And it's not reciprocated. You deserve the same energy that you giving out.
Straight.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times we accept not even half of the energy that we giving out, the good energy that we giving out. We accept, I say 40%.
Yeah.
When we giving 100, when we giving 90, when we giving 95, we'll accept 40, and we'll say, well, it's better than nothing.
It's better than that. Yep.
Why?
Yep.
Why?
I think it's easier. I think it's easier to accept it and move on than dealing with the reality of, because most people know. They know already. You deserve better than this.
Yes.
You're supposed to get better than this. You give out 100%, and you ain't supposed to get this back. But in our age, in the society we live in right now, some people be like, man, you gotta get what you can.
But see, why? Why have that mentality? If I'm giving 100, why should I accept 40 or 50%? Why can't I get 100% back?
I think we agree that you shouldn't.
You should. And see, this is the thing. I'm at a point in my life. This is the thing. See, when your third eye is open, and when you have grown and elevated, you're not gonna accept less. You're not gonna accept less, you know. And I refuse to accept less. I'm not going to do it. If I'm giving you my all, I expect for you to give me your all. If you can't, then there's the door. If you can't, then we're not a good fit for each other.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about just relationships. I'm talking about friendships. I'm talking about associates.
Good segue.
I'm talking about life in a whole.
Yeah.
If I'm a good friend to you, and every time you call me I'm on deck. 10 toes down, I'm on deck, I'm ready to go. But when I need you, there's always an excuse. There's always a reason why you can't show up for me the same way I show up for you.
My problem is that part, but they can show up for other people.
And when that happens, right, and then you could call me and tell me about the other people you showed up for.
I was just going to say.
So guess what? Stop calling me.
Bruh.
Lose my number. Because I'm not getting that same energy. That means this ain't an equal trade. This ain't an equal friendship.
And don't make it, I say don't make it simple for them.
No,
just let them know straight up. Let them bluntly. Let them know, I'm not doing this.
Don't dance around it.
I ain't doing it. I personally have done this so much.
Yes.
To people don't call on me when they want the real no more. Because they know I'm going to be real with them.
Let me tell you. And those that don't call because they know you're going to be real, it's because they don't want you to hold that mirror up to them.
That part.
They don't want, they know that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And they're not ready to accept that. But that's what it is at the end of the day. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
That's what you get.
What?
You
grown, right? Last time I checked.
I'm at an age now to where I don't mind people say, they'll tell your age. I am 46. I don't have a problem with telling people no.
I didn't have a problem.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. There was a time where I wanted to be accepted. So I did what I needed to do to be accepted. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh.
There was a time.
That's your story. It's your journey. Speaking.
But when you mature and you get to that place of you just fed up with everything. Bruh.
See, I never had that issue of wanting to be accepted. I've always pat myself on the back for being the one that did that went the other way. If everybody was going left, I went right. If everybody was saying blue, I was saying red.
I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I think with me, it had a lot to do with I'll say it. It had a lot to do with coming up. I don't want to say the time frame that I came up, but in school,
it was just
it was a totally different time back then.
Yeah, it was.
There was a lot of bullying.
Yeah.
Then making fun of.
Yeah.
All of this kind of stuff. And honestly, you didn't have a lot of people that stood out for you. You didn't.
No, you didn't. You did because everybody wanted to fit in.
Right.
Everybody wanted to be part of the cool kids. So if you wasn't part of the cool kids or you was being teased, well, I'm not going to rock with you because then they're going to start messing with me.
To where now everybody got your back. I see it now because I work in the school system. I see it where people got your back all the way up to the top, Doc. I was a part of a meeting where someone was being bullied. They had an issue that was going on. Okay. I got pulled in because they wanted me to sit with this person, make sure don't nothing go down.
Okay.
Now I'm just there for security purposes.
Right.
I get pulled in. This person was highly upset. They had their friend with them. They were going off. They were flipping out. And I tried my best at all times to be friendly with students as well as, adult, child. You can come to me. You can talk to me about whatever, this type of thing openly. Right. They don't have a problem talking to me.
That's good.
This person in particular had an issue when I first got there.
Okay.
Because they were hardcore.
Okay.
They would, yeah, I'm a this and I'm that and I'm that. And I melted that because I showed that I was real.
Right.
Now it wasn't a problem for this person to come to me and say, yo, hey, I need to talk to you real quick. Woo, 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 woo. This is that is this. To where I was chastising them pretty much all the time. Like, man, will you just go to class? I just want you to go to class. Get out the hallway. You can't be out here. So I don't see them majority of the day until it's time to change classes. Right now in our system, they're doing 4 classes days, and they alternate.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're doing that all across the country, but I know they're doing it right now here. Okay. And I ain't see it. I just didn't. To where all of a sudden, out of the blue, been pulled to the side like, hey, can I talk to you? This is what's going on. To where today, literally, the person pulled me up to the side and said, yo, you ain't seen me all day, have you? It was toward the end of the day. I said, I sure haven't. You been going to class? Like, yeah, I've been going to class. And I was like,
here you go. See, now, right. That's because you showed him something different.
Yeah.
The energy that you gave that young man, he never had. So he didn't understand it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he only knew how to respond one way. You know what I mean? That's all he's been shown. He haven't had the opportunity or had someone in his life that showed him different.
Or positivity.
Right.
Because this person I seen to where you can just tell, I've been told this by adults when I was younger. You can just tell when something is going on. No, somebody told you this. I'm sitting here now in that position to where
something ain't right.
Boom. If somebody walks past me,
something ain't right.
I can tell off the top drop of a dime, like, yo, hold on, bro. What's wrong with you? That you don't never do me like that. What is happening? I do it all the time, and I'll be like, yo, hey, come talk to me. Give me a second.
Right.
And I can talk to him and have a conversation with him. In this school system as well, because I'm at a high school, the principal there, I look up to this man like I don't know what, because he will quickly pull students to the side and ask them the same thing. Mm-hmm. I've seen him do it.
Now,
easy.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was just about to ask, like, swinging back around to the topic.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like you described the situation of how you are with the students and the energy you give off, and you showing them something different? Have you ever been in a situation where you felt that wasn't being done by maybe someone else?
I have.
Like it wasn't being.
It kind of depends on the person too.
Okay.
Now in my line of work, but thinking about back in the day, I've always worked in a place of me being open ground.
Okay.
Even if I open myself up to something that I really shouldn't have, but they need to conversate, because I've worked with kids before.
Right.
Now, back when I worked with them before, even with myself, I wasn't as open as these kids are nowadays. Or there's let's say there's certain people that you can open up to easily.
Right.
And there's certain ones that you just can't.
That's very true.
Yeah. So
that's another example of it not being given back. Like, it's not being reciprocated. Like, let's go to the friendships. We touched on the relationship a little bit. We're gonna get back on relationships because that's very common in relationships.
Yeah.
So, you have one party giving they all, always showing up for you, and then the other person in the relationship not doing the same. Now, like before we get into that, I said let's jump to the friendships first. Now, I know a lot of people that I may have grew up with, you know, that as we got older, we may not be as close.
Spread apart, yeah.
You know, spread apart, but if I speak to them today or tomorrow, it's like we pick up right where we left off. You know what I'm saying? Those are the day ones. Those are the rare breed. Those are the ones that you keep in your circle. Yeah. But let's jump to the other side of the fence. You got those other people you grew up with that you went to bat for, you went to war for. You know, anytime they call you 2:00 in the morning and say, yo, I need you, something is going down. And you jumping in your car, showing up, ready to show out. But then when you need them, you call them.
They ain't nowhere to be found.
They nowhere to be found. They phone go to voicemail. They give you a reason why they can't do it or why they can't this, as opposed to showing up for you the same way. So that I say, stop giving them your time.
Those are the people that need to be shut off.
Those are the people that you need to stop picking up for them. Stop showing up for them. It's not hard. Sometimes we make it harder than what it has to be, and I get it because a lot of times we have history with people. A lot of times, you know what I'm saying, we have built a bond, but there is a such thing as outgrowing someone. Sometimes we outgrow people and we try to hold on to them in our life when the Most High is trying to remove them. When God is trying to remove them. You know, you can outgrow a person and that's fine. Nothing's wrong with that. But you have to recognize that as well, because if you continue on, you're just going to continue on showing up for someone that's not showing up for you.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and hey, we all go our own way. We all go our own paths. That's fine. Everybody have their own path in life, but you have to recognize it. And if you choose to continue to still have that person a part of your life, then guess what? Know how to deal with them. Know how to deal with them. But leave someone when they show you who they are. If you messing with a thief and you keeping that thief in your life, then understand that that person is gonna steal from you.
They gonna give you an exit too.
No, but understand
that's
what I'm
the part.
They're gonna give you an exit, but understand what I'm trying
to say.
If you're dealing with a thief, expect that person to steal from you.
I agree.
If you're dealing with a snake, expect that person to stab you in the back. If you're dealing with a liar, expect that person to lie to you. Deal with a person accordingly to what they show you who they are. And you'll have less stress in your life.
You won't be shocked when it happens.
And you can always go back to the first advice I gave. Remove them. Remove them. Remove them from your circle.
And I work in a way to where I believe, and this is just my belief, people can change.
Okay.
What makes that click though?
Right.
I've seen it.
Right.
I've been around when it happened.
Right.
Different stroke for different folks.
Yes.
So it's not always the same thing that makes people change.
That's true.
It could be your kids. It could be a number of things.
Okay. Now, I agree with you. People can't change, but let me ask you this.
You don't want to get bit by the snake. That's what you're gonna say. No.
No. I'm not gonna get bit by the snake. Because once the person showed me to stay a snake, they done. I'm removing that snake from my circle. That snake will no longer be a part of my village.
No,
I'm not gonna put myself or set myself up in a situation to possibly be bit by that snake. Once that person showed me that they're a snake, they're gone. But I don't want to forget my question. You said people could change.
Yeah.
And I do believe that. People can change. But when do you stop wait? When is it time? When is it the right time? Or if there ever is a right time, when do you stop waiting for the change?
Now, I'm going to speak from a religious standpoint.
Okay, yeah.
I believe everybody can. The deal is that person has to want to.
Right. That's correct. I agree.
The problem is some people don't want to.
Right.
regardless of what happens, what goes on, they ain't gonna want to.
Right. So
those people, I'm gonna tell you, those
talking.
people will forcibly show you that they don't want to do that.
Right.
Whether it's verbal,
right.
Whether it's physical, whether
right.
you just watching and you see it ain't happening.
Right.
I wouldn't sit around for 10 years and wait for people to change.
And
I'm just not. I'm not gonna do that.
That's where I'm leaning. Like when
at the same time though.
You cut them off.
The same time though, I am open. So if later on down the line, and it's happened before. That's the reason why I'm like that.
I got you.
It was years later to where, as kids, we had issues, bro.
Right.
It was problems all the time. It was all kind of problems.
Right.
When they matured and it became like they became an adult, and I ain't gonna say in age wise, but maturity wise, they themselves will come to you.
Okay.
It's happened to me on numerous occasions where they brought it up. I ain't had to say a thing.
See, and I respect that. I respect that.
Yeah,
and
you got to.
I'm not there yet.
But there are those that won't, though.
Right, but see, I'm saying I salute you for that.
You ain't there to.
I'm not there yet. If you snake me, if you cross me,
it's a wrap.
If you do wrong towards me,
you're
done with it. I'm done with you.
It's one time try.
I'm done with you. Like you may have, it might be 5 years later, and you may have matured, and you may have been the person that I knew you could be. I'll be happy for you that you grew. You know what I'm saying? You have grown in life, and you're not the same person. I will be happy for you. I may even acknowledge it. But our friendship, our relationship, whatever we had,
can't ride
I no longer want it. I no longer want it. I no longer have the urge for it. I no longer want to pursue it. Like I can't take you back into my circle once you've done wrong by me and caused something. Like I haven't got there yet. I'm still working on that. And
it'll come if you.
One day I may will. But I'm not there yet.
It will come when you know, mine had, like I said, mine has a lot of it to do with religious, the way my faith is brought up.
I got you.
I believe, and I personally believe this.
Right.
I've been that person. When would I have been that person? I really can't tell you, but I know I have. I know I've been that person.
Right.
Because I know me.
We've all been that person at certain times in our life. I'll be lying if I say I've never done wrong for someone or this and that. But the difference with me is I'll accept that it has come to an end, and I'll have to deal with the wrong that I did towards you. I'll no longer try to look for that friendship or relationship because I know it was wrong done by me. So I won't try to come back. I'll just accept it for what it is. It's a loss that I had to take.
That's maturity on the level.
Right. But I'm still not where you at.
At the same time, I was just it'll come though. But for real, it'll come to a place.
Right.
And of course, like I said, it got to do with age-wise.
Right.
I wasn't doing this in my younger years. This was not. I don't feel that. I think it's got a lot to do with situations that I left uncovered.
Right. Okay.
And it's too late.
I got you.
Like now there's nothing I can do now. It's
It's too much. Right. It's too damaged.
Even with these situations with COVID going on, and I hope y'all taking precautions of COVID-19 and all this stuff going on. To people that they're gone now. I can't repair that.
Right.
It's like, yeah, did you hear? Such and such gone. Blah, 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 blah. COVID. Like, oh. And it hits me hard, like, dude. Like a pile of bricks. Like, oh. I left that thing unturned.
Okay.
At the same time, I said it before, my religious belief.
Yes.
I'm quicker now.
Right.
To try to turn that thing around. Can I at all times?
Okay.
No, I can't.
Okay.
Because there are times where you're the bigger person.
Right.
I'm sorry.
See,
please accept my forgiveness. I mean my apology.
I got you.
And Cal
is
standing there like, nah, dog.
Nah. I'm right. I'm like, but see, look, I might even accept the apology. I might be like, I know that I accept it, but that's it. After I accept it, okay, that's it. Like
it's a wrap.
Okay, I accept it, no doubt, that's what's up. But
is that really?
I have an issue. I'm gonna tell you. I know where it comes from.
Okay.
I have an issue with that because for a long time within my growth, I was always the bigger person. I was always the bigger person. And I don't see where that really benefited me. I don't see where that benefited me. Where it benefited me.
We flip-flop there.
It may have benefited me in certain areas, but I don't feel it was enough for what I gave. I don't feel it was an equal value, so I choose to just remove myself. And that's it. Like I don't want
you to be I don't want you to be what I was talking about earlier. And something happens, God forbid.
Right.
That person's gone.
And
you're unable to do anything about it.
I'm the type that I have to live with that. I have to eat that.
That's hard, bro.
But see, I've been there. I've been in those situations, and I've been in an exact situation. And I'm gonna tell you, it was hard that person was no longer here. It was hard that I couldn't have that conversation again. But I just had to take that. I was like, I gotta take that. But it's just like, does that really excuse how you dragged me? Does that really excuse the pain you caused me? Does that really excuse the foulness you've done to me? No, I feel it doesn't. I feel like it still wasn't deserving for me to get that energy, and you didn't care at the time. So, with that being said, I'm sorry, but not sorry, because I am not accepting nothing more than what I'm giving. If I'm giving you greatness, I accept greatness back.
And I ain't mad at you.
Back, then fine.
I've been there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, I salute you for that.
Bruh, this is not happen. This is not an overnight thing, though. Don't think it's like, yo, I woke up yesterday. I was tripping. The day I woke up, and it's like, yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm trying to tell you.
For me,
what
I was talking about earlier is the person leaving, and you not being able to get that back again. It's happened to me too many times.
I get it, Favor. Trust
me.
I've been told that I'm cold. I've been told that, yo, I'm distant. I'm cold. I'm cold-hearted. I'm this, and I accept it. It is what it is. But
when I was doing it, I didn't understand why.
Right.
Until somebody pointed it out to me for real. I didn't even know I was doing stuff like, cutting folk off. Like, I didn't realize I was doing it. And it took a younger voice.
Right.
And when I talk about younger voice, to me it was like a baby voice. To point it out to me, literally in my face, like why did you just do that?
Right.
And it was like a punch in the gut. Like, God, where did this come from? And why are you asking me this?
I guess I got a strong ass gut because I just
no, but I'm just talking about my personal thing. It took a lot for me because I've had adults say that to me. I've had friends say that to me. Like, bro, you need to get together, doc. Man, whatever, dog. Whatever. For me, that's what it took.
Right.
I don't know what it'll take for you, but
so are you that same way in relationships? If you in a relationship, we're gonna jump back to the relationships now. You in a relationship and you constantly giving your spouse, your partner, you giving them your all. You know, anytime they need you, you there. If anytime they sick, you there. Taking care of them, wiping their nose, getting whatever they want. Anytime they call you, anytime they want something, you get it for them. You spoil them. You know what I'm saying? You giving your all, like at the drop of a dime, but you're not getting that same thing back. If you sick, you in a house by yourself, taking care of yourself. If you want something, you either gotta wait, which is not a problem to wait, but the wait turns into you never receiving it. If you need time, quality time or something, you never get it because 3 other things is always in front of you. Like, how do you deal with that in a relationship? Because me personally, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not going to deal with that. I'm gonna voice it. I'm going to say, like, okay, we need to sit down because something is wrong. Like,
there is, like, I had a situation, and I'll talk about it, where this literally happened, and I'm giving. Okay, that person wasn't giving. They weren't giving. And I had to have a conversation because I'm conversational. I'm not, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not confrontational, but I'm conversational.
There you go.
Yeah. But we had a conversation. We sat down. Sometimes, luckily, this was one of those times, they didn't realize that's what was going on. Because they've been doing it for so long.
Okay.
And nobody ever said anything.
Okay. That's understandable.
That was a good turnaround.
That's understandable.
Now, there's been a relationship that I've been in.
Okay.
Same conversation almost.
Okay.
And the young lady was like, I don't know, you're going to have to deal with it. That's just me. That's what I do. And
you know my response to that?
I'm not finna change. And
I'm not dealing with it.
That's what it is. It was fun while it lasted.
It was fun.
Have a good one.
You gotta go.
There's been times that I've been caught up like that. I was so caught up in the relationship or whatever was going on to where I let that junk slide like a mug. And now that I sit back and think about it in my earlier years, I think later years, I think that's why I could talk about stuff like this and give advice on it. Because I'm not just speaking from a point to where, I never did that. Right. That wasn't me. You know, I'm better than that. I always had. I've been there.
Exactly.
This is what I did.
Yes.
It might work for you. It might not.
Might not.
Take what you need.
Might not.
To where.
It might not.
Back in the day, and that's my whole deal, dude. Back in the day, it was, this is what you need to do. Period. Yes. Point blank. Period. That's it. That's all. Period. Right. It wasn't no, you know what? Maybe you can, or see, you might want to. You didn't get all of those options.
No. Not at all.
I
And
personally take it upon
why should
myself. Well, see, and that's the deal, though. If I had options,
right?
And now it sounds like I'm talking about a woman.
No,
If you have other options,
it is what it is.
You can take a pick of what you want to do with the situation.
That's right.
You're not given that, though. Back in the day, we didn't have that, you know.
No.
And I said to myself, yo, I ever get a chance. It ain't gonna be like this.
No.
When I speak.
And it shouldn't.
But you know, we came up in a different age, Doc.
Yes, we did.
We came up in an age where mothers and fathers were 30, 40 years old before they had kids.
Yes. Very true.
It ain't like that no more.
No, it's not.
It ain't like that at all.
It's not.
It's babies having babies. Literally, little young girls having babies. And it's the norm, Doc. That was not the norm back in the day. To where I think it had to do with a lot of parental guidance and us looking up to adults.
Okay.
They don't do that anymore.
No, they
don't. It ain't a thought of, oh shoot, what would grandma think?
Right.
Grandma was there.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Where is grandma? Where is she, Doc? Like, for real.
Okay. What do you do? What do you do if you had that conversation? Like you said, you have the conversation. You had the conversation. You spoke about it. You brought it to your partner. And it doesn't change. You're still not getting what you give.
Easier said than done.
What do you do then?
Easier said than done. It's time to go. Easier said than done. Now, I will say, you can try it a few times.
Right.
A couple times, should I say. If it continues, it's not going to stop.
Okay.
Same thing I believe. Right. This is just my personal belief. Once a man puts his hand on a woman, it's going to continue.
But not even put hands on. It's just you're not
verbal.
You're not getting the same appreciation.
Verbal, none of that. Yeah. Well, I was just
appreciation.
Yeah, I was just using that as an example. But
as an example, I get it.
It's. I mean, I did kind of go to the extreme, but at the same time,
that's cool.
It's the same thing. Like, it's just gonna continue until you do something personally to make it stop. Now, if you make it stop, bruh, like, come on, Doc.
My thing is, if you appreciate me the same way I appreciate you, you would show it. You wouldn't just speak it, because you could tell me anything. Your mouthpiece could say anything. But actions speaks volumes. You know, like 100. Too many times, too many people is settling. They settle in just for comfortability. They settle in just to have someone. They settle in just because they grown used to it. And then they give that person excuses. They give that person excuses why. Listen how crazy it is. You giving this person excuses on why they done what they do.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy to me.
Now you get where I'm at.
Why are you giving a person excuses on why they don't appreciate you enough to show you the same way you show them appreciation for them?
And you the one trying to change. Make no sense. You trying to change for them.
Right.
Why are you doing it? What?
Why?
It don't even make sense, bro.
This is my thing too. You know, people say, oh, well, you love them, you'll change, and you'll do this and you do that. Why should you have to change if that person loves you for who you are? I mean, I thought you fall in love with a person for who they are, not who you want them to be. That's what I thought.
That's what I heard.
Because if you wanted something else, then go get something else. Why are you here if you want something else? If you try to change me into something else, obviously I'm not what you want. So why?
Y'all can send your email to Tone Deaf Network at.
I'm just saying.
We gonna get some mail.
It's basic. It's basic. 1 + 1 is 2. Last time I checked. I'm just saying, like,
there's not an easier way to say that, Doc.
It don't make sense.
You said it. I can't even fix that up.
It don't. It don't make sense to me. I mean, like, help me. Let's help me understand. Make it make sense.
Until they want to change themselves, they'll allow it. Because it ain't in us to change the other person.
See, I'm at the age and the point in my life where I'm not trying to change no one. What I'm saying is, you are who you are.
I mean, the people that allow this to go on.
Right.
The ones that allow this to go on.
Right.
They don't have a problem changing. And they'll try to as much as they can.
But you know how much...
At the same time...
Right.
At the same time, it's dramatic, it's drastic, and at the end of the day, you're gonna look at yourself and kick yourself.
You know how much time it takes to put forward to try to change someone when you can easily go get what you want. Go after what you want. Yeah. Why are you wasting time and energy to try to change someone into what you want?
Because there are those that feel like that's not out there, Doc.
And see, now that's a self thing. That's something internal. That's something internal.
It's definitely internal.
That's something internal.
I agree 110%.
You feel that what you want. Listen.
But I've heard that so many times, though.
Right, but listen to this. When you feel that what you want is not out there, and you rather put time and effort into changing someone who obviously is not what you want, there's something internal. There's something in you.
It's something you got to fix. You got to face that.
Yeah.
You got to face that in the mirror head on.
Because head on.
I've been told, and I've heard this a plenty of times. It's the same thing. I keep running into the same person, seems like in different bodies. Every time I turn around, it's this and it's that. Every single time. Well, and I've told them, what are you allowing, though?
There you go.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, and I get more into this in men versus boys. But if you don't allow it to happen, if you put your foot down from the gate and say, "Oh no, this ain't it," when you see it coming, you stop it like a pit bull in the horse,
right there. Right.
You're going to get a reaction that you never thought you would get. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Anytime you make a comment like, no, but he's a good man, it's just that. Pause right there. Right there. He's a good man. She's a good woman. It's just that, no. Stop. You headed in the wrong direction.
I ain't dealing with it.
You headed in the wrong direction. There should not be a but or a just because after making a positive statement like they're a good person. It's just that no. Because now you settle. Now you're giving excuses. Now you're giving a grown person excuses for their flaws. I'm not gonna do that.
And it's continual.
I'm not gonna do that.
Because once you wise up and see that yourself and you're doing this yourself, you're gonna see the other areas that you're doing it in.
Yes.
9 times out of 10, if this has happened relationship wise,
it's happening all.
It's happening business wise. It's happening. It's everywhere, and you're gonna be like, "Whoa, I ain't even realize it."
Yeah.
It takes that one time.
It starts to spill over to how you raise your kids.
That part.
It starts to spill over into every portion of your life.
And you know the funny thing is,
you wind up giving everybody excuses for their bullshit instead of holding them accountable.
You just brought up the kids.
Because it starts at point A and then it goes all the way to Z.
The funny thing is, your kids already seen it. And they probably said something to you, and you probably whooped them.
Gave it an excuse.
Think about it.
You put a Band-Aid over it.
Think about
it. Stop putting Band-Aids over people cracks and flaws, and hold them accountable for their wrongs. Put that mirror up to their face, and if they truly want to change, like Favor said earlier, if they truly want to change, because they have to want to change for the change to happen. If they truly want to change, they will.
Yeah.
If they don't, then they won't.
They ain't gonna change.
Then you gotta make a decision.
Regardless of what you do, they not gonna change. And there are those that won't. They ain't gonna do it.
It's a lot of them that won't.
They ain't gonna do it. I don't care what happens. I don't care what situation goes on. I don't care. They just set in their mind to be the person that they are. To them, that's real.
Yeah.
You ever heard that? Yo, I'm just being me.
Oh yeah,
that's who I am, dog.
I'm being me. I'm being real. No, you're not.
You want me to be fake?
No. I don't want you to be fake. I want you to grow as a person. I want you to grow as a person.
Some people don't see themselves as being that. I take a personal journey in showing people a better place or a better way, starting with me. If that door is open and I'm able to walk through it, that's what I do. And it changes. Now, it ain't gonna change right away. It might not. It might not do that. Don't say give me 10 seconds and it go. No, I'm not saying that.
No.
What I'm saying is, even if that person doesn't see it themselves right away, guess who does? Everybody around them.
Everybody else.
Mama see it.
Everybody else.
Daddy see it.
Everybody.
They siblings see it. Their friends see it.
They mama see it.
And the girlfriend with women, oh.
I'm just saying, man. Throw them Band-Aids in the trash.
Bruh.
Stop pacifying these grown people for their bullshit.
I'm telling you, Doc.
Stop it.
I'm telling you. They'll see it. And they let them know they see it.
And doing that, you pacifying it. You stopping that person's growth, whether you know it or not. You think you're helping them. You stopping their growth because you keep feeding and pacifying their bullshit to everybody around you and yourself. And everybody else sees it but you. Everybody else sees it for you but you. Stop accepting temporary pleasures.
That's an issue, Doc.
Stop accepting temporary pleasures. You deserve to be rewarded in pleasure every day. Not just when a person wake up and feel they want to do it, and then they back to the same bullshit the next day.
Because I don't know about you, man.
What type of life is that?
I've been in a situation where to me, the person feels like, oh, you finally go give me a chance, and they say something to the fact of, well, shoot, I've been waiting for the longest.
See? See? Why are you still waiting?
I'm just been waiting for you to get it together. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna walk up and do and you be like, dang, man, this.
Why are you still waiting?
Kicking yourself.
If you great and you keep giving greatness to someone, why are you sitting around waiting for them to finally give you the same greatness that you've given them?
That's the question.
What are you waiting for? Eventually, it becomes your fault.
Yeah, most definitely.
Eventually, it becomes your fault.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. I mean, some of the things I'm saying, some people might not agree. Some people might feel I'm being too harsh or I don't understand.
If you sit back and think about it,
it's easy.
You're going to agree.
It is easier than you think it is.
Yeah.
It's easier than you think it is.
You just need to sit back and think about the times you done missed out. And
I'm gonna tell you one of the things. I'm gonna tell you one of the things my grandma used to say: "What you don't do, someone else will."
Oh yeah. Oh, most of yeah.
Someone else will.
You don't want to run out of that time too.
It's just that simple. I mean, listen, you can't get and see, time is one of the things you can't get back. You can never get back your time. You may grow. You're gonna learn trials and tribulations. You're gonna take that as a lesson learned. You may grow from it, but you can never get back your time. You can never get back those years invested. You can never get that back. That's gone. So why continue to wait and waste your time on someone that's not giving you the same pleasures back? You got to ask yourself these hard questions. You got to have these hard conversations. A lot of times people avoid the hard conversations. It's easy to have the good conversations, but a lot of people avoid the hard conversations because they don't want to deal. They don't want to deal. They don't want to go through that storm.
Yeah.
But you gotta go through the storm to get to the sunshine.
It ain't gonna be easy.
It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy, but it will be rewarding if you go through it.
Like the doc say, take 2 of these and you'll thank me in the morning.
I'm just saying. I
don't know how else to put it. It's
not rocket science. It's not rocket science. If it's not being reciprocated, it must be eliminated. It's just that simple. That goes for relationships. That goes for friendships. That goes for any part of your life. Any part of your life. Stop accepting the negative from people and accepting it and continue to have it a part of your life and part of your peace. Because eventually you will have no peace. And I ain't giving up my peace for nobody. I don't care who. I'm not giving up my peace for nobody.
I had to stop.
I'm not doing it.
I had to stop it earlier.
Listen, that's you better.
And this is another line.
You better.
Not relationship, not friend-wise, not family. Mm-hmm. Another line to where I just had to stop the situation. Like, yo, look.
Yes.
I got you. I see what you want done.
Right.
I see it ain't happening quick enough.
Right.
You ain't giving me a chance. I need a chance to do what you want me to do before you just, well, he ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna. I'm like, bro, you gotta, come on, doc.
Well, check this out. How many chances do you give before you done?
It's not how many chances.
Okay.
It's giving a chance.
A chance. And how big?
Because there are those that won't give you a chance
at all.
They just want it done. It should be done automatically.
And that's not happening.
That's not what I'm
You have
used
to
to.
give a person a chance to change, a chance to grow. I
Bruh,
totally agree with that.
I'm gonna tell you right now. In my line of work right now, and I'm gonna use this as an example. My line of work right now, I work with kids. I've been doing this 2 months now,
Okay.
3 months.
Right.
There are those that have been there for years, 7, 8 months.
Right.
Let's
Right.
say a year and a half.
Right.
That haven't had the progress that I have.
Right.
Because of their approach and the way that they do stuff. With kids, regardless of what age they are, you got to approach them differently.
I agree.
You can't approach them as adults.
I agree.
You just can't. You can't talk to you like an adult. You're not an adult. You're a kid.
You're a kid.
Let me talk to you like you understand.
Yeah. Let me talk to you on your level.
Right. They don't understand that.
Right.
They're heated right now because I'm able to get through to them and they're not. Well, how did you do that? One time I had a conversation with them. Instead of talking at them, I talked to them.
There you go. That right there. Ooh.
And
Ooh.
I allow them to respond, and I don't take it negatively.
That right there. Communication. You have to give communication is so important on so many levels. You hit something real.
Today,
you hit a key right there, brother. You hit a key right there.
There was a situation. Yeah.
To on their level. On their level, to listen. You didn't attack them.
There was a situation today, and nobody could get through to this young lady. Mm-hmm. Nobody. And she said, I ain't gonna talk to nobody till I talk to him.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
All of a sudden, I heard on the radio, hey, can you come down here? I have a situation going on. I need you. What you mean you got a situation going? That ain't even my stage. I'm up here.
Right. There you go.
I went down and I saw who it was, and I was like, oh, what's going on? What happened?
Right.
Now, mind you, when I first got there, this is one of the hardest. Boy, this was a hard nut to crack right here, boy.
Okay.
Woo, tooth and nails. Teeth and nails.
You have those hard conversations.
To where now it's like every day. Hey, how you doing? Are you good? Okay, I was just. And her friends around her go, talking to the. But that's the conversation that we had, to where I wasn't forcing myself upon what the situation is. And they get mad about that too. Well, why don't you do this and why don't you do that? Yo, you ain't gonna get through to them that way.
But see, you took the time to have a conversation.
You got to.
Not a sparring match, not a screaming match, not attacking a person's character or attacking their flaws. To be able to communicate with someone is to communicate to understand.
That part.
Not communicate just to respond.
That part.
If we're gonna communicate, first you have to listen. Second, you have to try to understand where I'm coming from, my point of view, and then you respond.
A
lot of times people talk just to respond. They're not even trying to understand the situation or understand you. They're just
like a
next words out.
I think the best way I heard it put, it's like jumping rope. Cause they standing there just waiting to get in.
Wait.
They
waiting. Oh, I'm ready to go in. I'm ready to go in. Yeah, I'm ready to go in.
Like, you ain't heard nothing that person said. You just want to go back at them.
Yes.
Like, I don't care. What? I still ain't finished what I had to say.
Yeah, that this right is, there. That
you
right
can't work it that way, man. It doesn't. It.
And then, like, if you find yourself in a conversation and the person you're trying to communicate with, it's constantly attacking you.
That's another thing. Yeah.
Now, constantly like minimizing how you feel, your thoughts, your concerns. You might want to rethink that person that you in that situation with.
That part. Yeah.
If they can never have a conversation with you and understand you, understand where you coming from, and try to come to some form of solution, and everything is an argument, everything is a fuss, everything is just attacking you for your wrongs. That's a person right there that's not even trying to understand you. And I'm pretty sure they got some wrongs within themselves that they giving their wrongs excuses.
Yeah.
But they want to not really focus on your wrongs. If it's not reciprocated, it must be eliminated. It's just that simple.
Easy.
Man, this right here was a good one. This right here was a good one because it's so common on so many levels. And like I said, it's not just relationships. It's very common in relationships, but in friendships, in all types of situations. You have to value your worth and what you bring to the table.
Yeah, most definitely.
Stop downsizing and accepting someone giving you half-ass mediocre bullshit, and you giving them your all. It's a recipe for disaster. Yeah, and eventually it will end. It has no other direction to go. It has no other direction to go. It will end. And let's just hope it doesn't end badly.
Absolutely. 9 times out of 10, it will.
Oh, it will.
Yeah.
If the direction of that dynamic does not change, it will end. There's no other way for it. There's no other way for that energy. There's no other way for that energy to shift.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. This is a new year. This is a new year. New things. Stop accepting bullshit.
Easy.
I'm just saying, man.
Easy.
I don't accept it from no one. Because me, I'm cool as a fan. I'm one of the coolest persons you meet. Have a great heart, big heart. I'll go to bat for those that I love and those that's in my corner. Understand what I said. I'm gonna say that again. I will go to bat. I will go to war for those that I love and those that love me back the same, and those that's in my corner the same way I'm in their corner. Mm-hmm. If you're not one of those people, I remove you from my circle.
Got to go.
I'm not gonna have someone give me half-ass bullshit, and I'm giving you my all. I refuse to deal with it on all levels. On all levels.
Easy.
And more people need to wake up and share that same mindset. I'm not saying do it the way I do it. Find your way, but stop allowing people to give you whatever they want to give you, and you just supposed to accept it and you giving your all.
I agree. I can't even say nothing behind that. I agree. I'm 100 with you.
So
that's another thing. If I'm 100 with you, I'm gonna need you to be 100 with me.
Exactly. If you can't, you gotta go.
We got a problem, Houston. We have a problem.
You gotta go. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not giving you that much energy or time. I'm not debating with you and trying to get you to change and this and that. If you're not giving me what I give you, you gotta go.
You got to go.
You gotta go. I know my worth. I know what I bring to the table, and I'm not accepting nothing less.
It was fun while it lasted.
Don't even pull up. Yeah, it was. My thing, I deal with like, look, don't even pull up a chair to the table.
Nah.
Don't even show up for the meal, because you will be rejected.
That part.
So, like I said, this was a good show. We're going to start to wrap this up. Do you have any closing remarks for our viewers, for our fans, DJ Faber?
Know your worth. I don't even know what else to say. Know your worth, dog.
That speaks volumes right there. That speaks volumes.
Know your worth. I can't even say it no easier. It's so simple. Like, you got to know your worth, because there's a lot of people that don't, and they allow any and everything. Majority of the people this situation happens to is those that don't know their worth, or they don't believe their worth. Because you can know it, you just don't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
You need to. You got to. I'm in the upbuilding of women. True enough. But there are some guys out here that don't know their worth, dog.
Oh yes. Yes. This topic and this conversation tonight is not just for the women.
Right.
It's for the women and it's for the men. This is a universal topic right here.
Fellas, come on. Yeah. You can't allow any and everything either. You can't. You just
no. Not at all. Not at all.
But she looks so good. I don't care, Doc.
And she can be replaced.
Doc.
She can be replaced. There will be another. There can be another. You just gotta remove that negative energy from your circle, and there will be another.
They won't come until it's gone, though.
Replaceable is not just a song.
Know that.
It's not
they ain't gonna show up until they're gone, though.
They may show up while they're there.
The right one won't.
May show up, and if you not, if
guarantee you,
if you ain't ready, your eyes ain't open.
They gonna watch from afar.
Pass you by.
They gonna watch from afar. This is what women do. They know. Man, I had so many women that told me, bro, I was watching for a good little minute. I seen the situation.
Oh yeah, and they waiting.
I ain't finna step into that.
They gonna sit in the cut and wait. They gonna wait patiently
until it's time.
Until
it's free.
But if you don't recognize it, it'll pass you right by.
Give us free.
It'll pass you right by. So we're gonna close out the show, and I just want to say my closing remarks. I just want to say, listen, stop accepting mediocre. If it ain't authentic, don't accept it. Understand what you bring, and understand the greatness that you give. You should also receive that back. No shorts, no shortcuts. Stop giving those people excuses, and go get what you deserve. Go get the greatness that you deserve. Because if you great, you should not be accepting mediocre pleasures. You deserve greatness as well. So go get your greatness. That's all. That's all I got to say. I'm done. So I just want to say thanks everybody for tuning in tonight to TDR The Man Cave. I'm your host, Cal Williams, and of course, with my big bro, DJ Faber. You can find us on all social media platforms and all major platforms where you listen to your podcast. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Speaker, all
January praise break is out, y'all.
Yeah, go get that. Just
anywhere
Google.
You can find this, you can find the praise break. Right.
Just Google TDR. Go to your Google search. Google TDR Man Cave. And you'll find all our episodes. This right here is a milestone because this episode right here is episode 99.
Let's go.
This is episode 99.
Let's go.
Our next episode, when you see us live, will be our 100th episode. That is a milestone.
Let's go,
man. A lot of podcasts, a lot of people, they don't make it to their 100th episode.
Appreciate it.
I'm not throwing shade. This is happiness right here.
Yeah.
This is happiness. This is appreciation for all our fans and all our listeners that allowed us to come into your homes every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes you'll catch us on Thursday, depending on, what's going on in life. But you're going to find us in your homes every week, once a week. TDR, Man Cave, your host, Cal Williams, DJ Faber. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And we thank y'all for allowing us to reach our 100th episode. This is a milestone. This is greatness right here. And we're going to continue to bring you great shows, great opinions. We're going to continue to educate and give knowledge and drop jewels about how real men think. This is what the Man Cave was created for. It was created to educate how real men think about all topics in life. So I really hope that we have another 100 episode. We reach our 200 episode.
Yes, sir.
We couldn't do this without y'all, so we appreciate it. We really do. We say that humbly and respectfully. So once again, thank you for tuning in. And the next time you see us, it will be the 100th episode. Make sure you don't miss it. It's gonna be epic.
For sure.
Shout out to Tone and Fresh for providing this platform for us and all the shows on TDR. It's a lot of great shows out there. So
yeah,
thank you for tuning in, y'all. Y'all have a good night. And we will see y'all next week with our 100th episode. Y'all have a good night.
Let's go.
Bless.